Well, alright, hello everybody and welcome back. Human Resource Machine, still working on the Christmas past run through of this 2022. I did off camera finish Fibonacci. As you can see, it is not good because it doesn't have any green lights next to it. I ended up going into the third tab and just kind of starting all over without labels and anything. And the hardest part of this was I kept getting Fibonacci right, which is what I did on camera, except for that I couldn't do 1-1. Every time I did any math to it, it would always start the sequence at the second one and be 1, 2, 3, 5, and obviously that's wrong. So I had to trick the system into being like, drop that first one in there. I realized that you can put too many things in the outbox if it puts something in the outbox before inboxing again. Apparently the next inbox is when it says, hey, we're done, if there's nothing else in the inbox. So I basically just kind of wrote some code that just comes in here, gets the inbox, copies that to the floor, and then it starts by copying from, I bump a number up here, you'll see in a minute, this spot right here, I bump it up to 1, I outbox it first, but that makes the inbox happen first. It adds a couple extra steps. It's really annoying, but as you can see, I set up little placeholders here, and then everything else kind of goes as planned. It just, you know, I don't know, it's difficult to do with the limited steps that they get. There's obviously more efficient ways to do this, because I didn't need any of the challenges, but maybe we can look at doing that later, but it works well. There was also a spot on here where it got really annoying because I keep doing a check if negative when I check to see if the number is below this. If the number is the same though, it's not negative, it's 0, so it subtracts, like, you know, 19 from 19 would be 0. Granted, 19 is not in the sequence, but, you know, let's say like 5. Instead of being, if it was 6, it would work fine. If the number was 6, because I'd get up to 6, then I go over it. I'd get up to 5, then I go over it. Number is negative. Problem is, if it was 5 exactly, it would get to the 5. It would subtract it. It would say, hey, they're this is a 0. It's not negative, so it would go to the next one, and therefore it outbox something that was higher than the sequence. So I had to add a couple extra steps in there for that. I'm sure that could be cleaned up, and that's where some of my extra numbers are. We did 23 last time, the littlest number, so let's see if we can get a mod module on the optional track, since it's next in line. How many hours of work can you fit in one day? Not enough. There's always a sad remainder of unworked hours. Good thing we have these optional, night shifts to cram in for more. So for each number in the inbox, outbox the remainder that would result if you had divided the first number by the second. Don't worry, you don't actually have to divide, and don't worry about negative numbers for now. Okay. So if I subtract, or if I divide the first number by the second, so 9, this first example is going to be 9 divided by 2, and what is my remainder? So the remainder is going to be 1 at the end of the day, because it's going to be 4.5 in theory. So, well, is the remainder going to be a half? No, it's going to be 1, because 2 is going to go into 9 4 times, and the remainder is 1. That's how it works. Smart, Jeff, smart. So what I need to do, I think this is as simple as doing some copy to the floor and then inbox. So we're going to have to do that. Do I even need to copy that to the floor? Let's start by now for copying it. We're going to copy it to the floor. Yeah, actually, because I think I need to start with the bigger number and subtract. Well, I just need to start with the first number and subtract the second number over and over again, right? Not the other way around. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do that. So that's kind of a waste, because I'm going to have to copy from 0 now. Is that right? Yeah, I'm going to have to sub from here. If it's negative, ooh, this is where it's going to be funny too. If it's negative, that means I just went past the point where I need to go past. And I will need to, let's put this on the bottom. Well, let's go to the top, because we do this sometimes. If it's negative, then I'm going to add back to it, and then I'm going to outbox that. Oh no, sorry, add back 1 and outbox that, and we'll start with a good old jump to the inbox at the top. But that keeps my negatives separate. If it's not negative, then I need to just sub again, right? No, if it's 0, I think we're going to run into a problem when it becomes 0. Like, if this works, I think this first set will return a 1, and this one's going to keep going the next set of 2 and 8. But let's find out. Let's see if I even have this right in my head. 9 and 2. I have to pick up the 9. 2, 7, 5. That was correct. Yeah, I have a feeling this one's going to fail, though. I need another case for... Oh, no, because it's going to go to negative. It's going to add back to 0. It's going to put in. That's actually going to work. It's likely an extra step, because if it's already 0... Oh, okay. I was like, what is this 0 going to do here? Okay, that was pretty easy. Size challenge is 11. I destroyed the speed... Oh, no, I destroyed the size challenge, too. You used 12 or fewer. I used 11. Yeah, speed challenge. Wow, I did really good on that one. Excellent. Cumulative countdown. What's the purpose of this assignment? I think it's something about calculating the volume beneath the staircase. Okay. We have to put the intern somewhere. For each thing in the inbox, outbox the sum of itself plus all numbers down to 0. For example, if the inbox is 3, the outbox should be 6 because it's 3 plus 2 plus 1. Okay. Interesting. So inbox. I'm going to copy that to there. And then... Do I need it in multiple places? Okay, let's just start with... I think I'm going to copy from... I know this doesn't make sense now that I'm copying to 0 and copying right from 0, but I think it's because at some point later I'm going to have a jump command that goes to there. Because I think I'm going to have to start with copying from that. Okay, so let's do this as my total. And this being my number that I'm working on at the time. So I might actually need also a copy to the total, because the total is going to start with the first number. So I think I'm actually going to have to not do a copy from... I might not have to do that copy from, so let's take that away for now. So now we're going to start, and we're going to sub this one. We're going to copy from... Now we copy from... Does that put it in your hand? Let me remember if that puts it in your hand when I sub. Put them down. Oh, no, I didn't want to sub. I wanted to bump down. Sorry. Bump down. That one. But is it in your hand? It is. It is in your hand. Okay, so I don't need to copy from it. I need to bump it down. I need to add it to this. Well, I actually need to bump it down first. If it's 0... We're gonna outbox. Well, actually, we gotta copy from the total and then outbox and start with a jump that goes like that. That should be good. Otherwise, I add it to the total. If it's not 0, I add to the total. I have to copy that now to total. And then jump back up to the bump. This might be it. Hold on. 4, 7, 9. Okay, that was right. I think this is good. What's the 0 gonna do? Shoot. How about jump if 0? Outbox. That should cover that case with the cleanest possible code. Okay. What are my speed challenges and size challenge? Come on, baby. 12 and 12. Yes! Exactly met the size challenge. Beat the speed challenge. Sweet. We can go over here before the Midnight Petroleum to Small Divide. Remember last time you told me you didn't need to divide. Well, now you get to. Oh. For each thing in the inbox, how many times does the second fully fit into the first? Okay. Don't worry about negative numbers. Divide by zeros or remainders. Okay. This might be a good time to practice copy and pasting. Yeah. So, I mean, honestly, I can go out to the mod. Divide. Let's copy this whole code. Because I think it's going to be the exact same concept, except I'm going to run a counter instead of throwing the remainder in. So we can probably use the base of most of this code. Paste. So there we go. So let's see what I did here. I added to 1. Add 1. Let's start with add 1. Oh, because it jumps down. Inbox, copy to 0. Inbox, copy that to 1. I then copy from 0. I subtract 1. If it's negative, I add it back in outbox. So now instead of doing that, adding it back in outboxing, I want to, at the beginning of this, I need to copy from 0, copy to 8. This is going to be my count. And I think all I need to do is, every time it's not negative, I need to bump the count. And I need to start back with copy from 0. Is that... Wait. If I bump the count, the problem is that gonna work? Why couldn't I just do this then? Yeah, I can just do this then. I don't know if that's gonna work though. But if it's negative, we don't add, we copy from the count and we outbox that. I'm not sure this is going to be right. So I should get 3 as an answer on this one. Bump the count. Oh, you know what? It's never going to end. That's where I was confused. So once I sub 1, I need to copy that back to 0 to keep the count going down. Bump, and I'll go get that again. Hey, that was good. Now we're resetting everything. Okay, what's 0-4 gonna do though? Oh, perfect. That worked. 15. Oh, 77. Okay. If everything works, where can I clean this code up? I mean, the easy way to clean this code up would make it so the inbox is going to happen Okay, okay. I think what I can do is I can move these two down here. It's going to pull the inbox first. So what that's going to do is everything's going to be the same. The side is going to be the same because my next thing is a copy from. So this order didn't matter as long as I'm copying from and two in the right place. And at the end, I don't know if you noticed, they put the last one down and then he went and reset up my 0, 0. I think this will literally save the steps at the very end. That might be enough to pull. If it was more than one step that I need to save, I would have to refactor this code. I think this is going to be enough to save one little step that I need. My average step count. Because notice he just stopped immediately. Outbox because it went to the inbox again. There it is. I actually saved it by 2. Look at that. Woo. Got it. That's thinking outside the box. And then before we... Is this 27? Midnight Petroleum? I think that starts the next stage. So let's try the 3 sort first. And we'll end this episode. Here. From worst performing all the way up to best performing, rank them. Where do you rank? Let's give it some thought. For each 3 things in the inbox, send them to the outbox in order from smallest to largest. But 3 things. Okay. 0 and 2. So what are we going to do? Like, remind me of my different sorting techniques. Like a bubble sort. Is that good? So first that's setting up the floor with numbers 0, 1, and 2. Okay, I can just leave those there. They don't need labels. That's what they are. If I just started at the beginning to see if it was the smallest. Oh, the best way to sort. So I'm holding number 2 in my hand right now. So let's just start with that. And let's sub from the first one. If that's 0. No. If that's negative. Then we're going to jump somewhere where this label is going to be... so if the last one minus the first, if it's negative, that means it was a smaller number, and I'm looking for the smallest number. So this means 2 is less than 0 is where we're at now. Else it means 2 greater than 0. And that's all I have so far is those 2 things. So if 2 is greater than 0, then let's copy from 0, copy to 5. I know this is a waste of time, but we're gonna always put my smallest of this. Here we go, and then this one will copy from 2 and copy to 5. This will just be easier to keep track of. That we've now done this. Now I just need to compare this number against number 1 in both of these scenarios, and we should have our answer of which one is the smallest, right? And if I'm holding what was 5 in my hand, which is going to be the smallest one thus far, I'm going to sub in both of these cases. I'm going to sub from 1. I'm going to just kind of do these simultaneously. If it's negative, then this takes us to the scenario where... Until I move down here or something. I don't want to move down there though. Where? Oh, where hold on. Where did this start at? We're in the. Hold on. Are my labels are in the wrong spot now? Hold on. So if this is negative, otherwise we're in the 2. Oh, yeah, I did something completely wrong. There, it needs to be like that. No, you're down there. My new label needs to be like that. There we go. Whew. 2 greater than 0. And 1 greater than 0? Hold on. I gotta go look at what I did. So hold on. If this is negative, it goes to the 2 less than 0. So it was positive. Okay, so this is wrong. So it's 2 less than 2 greater than 0, 1 less than 0. There we go. That's this scenario. So I can then copy from 1 an outbox. Well, that's going to be an outbox. Everything's going to end with an outbox way up here at the top. Outbox. But we're going to jump like that. So I solved this. If this is a negative, oh no, that's not right, is it? If that was negative, it would be 2 greater than 0. Yeah, I think that's right. And this is going to be 2 greater than 0, 1 greater than 0. And then I can... So 0 is less than 1, and 0 is less than 2. So 0, this is copied from 0. And then jump to the top. For my outbox. And then this similar, does that cover all these things? Oh god. Okay, cover from 2, cover from 5. I don't even need to ever copy this 5, do I? I think I just did that for, I can go delete the copies from 5 in a minute. Sub 1. If it's negative, then we're going to go to 2 less than 0, 2 less than 0, 1 less than 0. Am I doing this right? And in that case, we're going to copy from 2 is less than 0. 1 is less than 0. But wait, do I not know now? If it's less than... I think this is... If it's... This becomes the copy from 1. So I can save a step and copy from 1 like that. And then else it's going to be... Copy from 5. Oh, yeah. I should be copying from 5 if I'm not copying from 1. So what did I say in this other one? It was copy from 1. Copy from 0 I don't want. I want this to be a copy from 5. So I do need the 5s there. I don't know what's going to happen with this. 8, 6, 1... So I got my 1. That's good. Let's see, that's not right. Hold on. Which line was this? So it jumped to... So this is a copy from 5 then. This is the scenario where you copy from 5. We're going to see. We're going to just troubleshoot this down. So that properly did that. Okay, that's correct. And that was when 3 was the smallest, or 2 was the smallest. Like, number 2 on the board. This should be a 0 is the smallest, so we're going to see where this gets into. Expected 4. Hold on a second. Was 4 ever there? I copied something to 1. Hold on. My first outbox was a 2. Two, 5, and 7 were my next 3. Why would you expect a 4? I am so confused. I didn't screw something up there. Expected 4? Hold on. Did I mess up something? Oh wait, do we have to do all of them? Send them to the outbox in order. Oh god. Okay. Okay. So anytime I copy from 5. Oh Jesus. I shouldn't have done it this way. I just need to get them in an order. Yeah. I need to get them into some type of order here. I'm gonna put that outbox back. So if I'm copying from 0 to 5 sub here, in this case, copy from 5. That means 5 was the smallest of 5 and 1. I'm going to copy from 1 to 6. And then copy from 0 to 7. This is not going to be pretty at all. So this should put small, medium, large in this particular scenario. We're good there. This one, 2 greater than 0. So again, this copies 5. Oh, wait. Hold on, let me make sure. 2 greater than. So 0. I need to go 0 first. Copy from 1. Wait, copy from 5. Copy from 1. No. Copy from 0 to 6. And copy from 2 to 7. I think that's correct. This one is going to be copy for, I don't want to copy from 5. Let's get rid of the copy from 5. Oh god, I just lost where that was at. Was it, is this where the negative comes in? Yeah, here we go. On this, oh, it's this case. This is gonna go as well. 1. Copy from 1. Copy to 5. Copy from 0. Copy to 6. Copy from 2. Copy to 7. And then jump. That's terrible. This is just not going to work because that's only 2 of the cases. I'm missing a case. If negative. And this is what? 2 is less than 0. 1 is less than 0. But I don't know about between 1 and 2 yet, do I? Oh, let's see what happens. Oh, I didn't even outbox anything. Hold on. Well, I should at least get my orders right. 8, 4, 1. I didn't even... Yeah. Okay, I think what I need to do... Oops, I don't want to copy that. I think I've got this thing a little bit confused. Now, inbox. Copy to 0. Copy to 1. Copy to... Okay, that's all. That's all the same. Now realizing, like, I have to actually output everything. I thought I just had to output the smallest one in general. So it was like a slightly different method of thinking. But let's try first. If I'm holding 2, let's compare 2 to 1. We're just going to work backwards down the chain. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just make it so. Let's copy this to 2. Copy this to 0. So it looks, but I'm just holding the first one in my hand. It makes it look a little bit easier. I'm going to sub from 1. If it's negative, then 0's bigger. No, 0's smaller. And so therefore I'm holding. So this is the case where 0 is less than 1. So from here I'm going to add back 1. So I get back to where I was at. I'm going to sub from 2. And if it's negative, then this is 0 less than 1 and 1, or no, 0 less than 2. So this gives me a first number to say, let's copy that to, we know that's the smallest number. Otherwise, in here is 0 less than 1, but 1 is less than, or excuse me, but 0 less than 1, but 2 is less than 0. So otherwise, this is going to be a copy from 2, copy to 5. I need a copy from 0 in this case. I mean, I'm starting it out relatively the same way. I need to go back up to be, if it's not negative, that means 1 or 0 greater than 1. So we'll put that in there. If the 0 is greater than 1, I can still copy from 1 now. And sub 2. If it's negative, again, we get into the 0 greater than 1, 1 less than 2. I believe in the negative case, which means I think I need to understand which order I'm sitting in as well. But either way, this would put 1 in the 5 spot. So that's my smallest number, 1 in the 5 spot. Otherwise, this would put 2 into the 5 spot. I think that will give me my first number. I just need to know if I need to know which numbers I have left to mess with. So I got 5. Okay, so if I copy from 1, copy from 2, then I need to copy from 0, copy to 6, copy from 1, copy to 7. So we're going to set that up there. And then I gotta basically, this is all gonna jump down to something way down here eventually. Copy from, or copy to 5. What's this one? I think that's supposed to be copy from 1, copy to 5, I'm hoping. And then we gotta copy from 0, copy to 6, copy from 2, copy to 7. And then again the jump. And then we get into this one, copy to 5, copy from 2. These, I'm assuming these are backwards. And then copy from 0, copy. I know there's a lot of extra code. Copy from 7. Nope, nope, sorry. Copy from 1. Copy to 7. And again, jump. And then this last one, I'm not going to have the jump. Copy from 0, copy from 1. Copy from 2. Oops, copy 2, 6. So what I've done is I've lined up the smallest number in 5, and then the 2 remaining numbers are in 6 and 7. I believe. Let's see if this happens. 7, 5, 3. We should have 3, and then 5 and 7 in any order. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So that did work. I'm assuming it works for all the cases. We're going to find out. So then we need to copy from 6, sub 7. If that's negative, then it's in the right order. Else, I need to copy from 6. I just got copy to 8. Copy from 7. Copy to. Stop it. Copy to 6. Stop it. Then copy from 8. Copy to 7. And all this does is to say inbox. Nope, inbox. Copy from 5. Outbox. Copy from 6. Outbox. Copy from 7. Outbox. Jump back to the start, my friend. What terrible looking code. Let's see what happens. This should be 1 6. This should be in the right order. Okay, that's 1. This is obviously the opposite order. 3. Okay, this is working. 3, 4, 8, 4, 7, 7. Is that going to be confused or not? Yeah, whatever. It was a couple extra steps, but that's fine. I don't know what it's going to do with a 0. Oh, it did it. Okay. This worked. Ooh, that was a bunch of spaghetti, but it is there. Yep. That's how bad it looks. But it did work. Alright, guys. We're going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.